a long snapper is until the ball goes sailing over somebody's head. Now you're doing interviews. Do you like to maintain that sort of anonymity?
I do, actually, because that means I'm doing my job right. If no one knows who I am, that's absolutely perfect. I'll take that all year, because no one knows your name unless you screw up, like Coach Riley said. So the more anonymity I have, the absolutely the better.
Did you think about, or didn't you leave the team briefly, or what was going on with
I was at Fresno State originally, and I left there after about 3 months in the summer and about a month in fall camp and stuff, and I just wanted to come up here. I didn't like it there. Wasn't a big fan of it, from the coaching staff to the team, and just the whole situation just wasn't right for me, and I wanted to come somewhere else, and I came up here and I found that perfect situation.
So losing Mike, I've seen a guy like Mike go down. He's such a hard worker. It's got to be also some bittersweetness for you guys as well as specialist teammate.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Mike's one of, if he is not if he's not one of the hardest workers, he's in the top 5 easily. I mean, he's a gym rat without a doubt. I mean, he'll work on lifting and snapping harder as any other player on this team. So that was a huge loss to us, not only as an individual but also as a player. So it's awesome I get to play and stuff, but this is definitely not how I wanted to do it. But it's my time to step up along with Andrew, so we got to do what we got to do.
So you're going to be doing the long snapping, right? And then
I have the PAT and the field goal. He has the punts.
Okay.
Why is that? I mean, they said you were a better those type of snaps.
Coach Reed said the best, that if we could combine the two snappers together, we'd have the perfect snapper. I mean, Andrew's got better velocity and I have better accuracy, so accuracy is more important on PAT. Velocity is better for punt, and just like you said, we put two of us together, we got a perfect snapper.
So,
how did you kind of find yourself in this world of long snapping? I mean, what was that road like?
For me, it was after my junior year. I realized I'm not going to get any bigger. I'm not going to get any faster. And I wanted to play college football, and I wanted somehow to do it. And I've always played offensive line. I played center a lot, so I'm like, why not try long snapping? I talked with a buddy of mine who's now the snapper for University of Miami, Sean McNally. He was at the local junior college at the time, and we hooked up, started snapping together, and then he got me hooked on a group called Arizona Elite Long Snapping with Coach Ben Bernard down there, and just went off from there. I mean, I took a great year down there with Coach, and he got me so much better at it.
It's sort of like an unknown fraternity, the long snapping community.
Yeah, I think nowadays it's getting a little more public. It's getting a lot more press. I mean, I know the camps like Cole's kicking, stuff like that, have really made it public and made it a kind of more recognized thing. Like now you can get guys like Mike who are scholarships, so it's kind of becoming a little more out in the open.
Have you gotten into a game yet at all, or I mean?
No, last year I redshirted. This will be my first college game.
So coming up, you said you weren't happy with where you were. You came up here, right? Mm-hmm. So what kind of drew you?
Like I said, Cole's kicking. I talked to Kevin Garvel, the head snapping coach for Cole's kicking. I said, Coach Garvel, I need somewhere to go. I'm not happy here. Where can I go? He said, talk to Coach Reed. Called Coach Reed, and next thing I know, I'm packing up all my stuff, driving up to Corvallis.
Mechanically, how long does it take, to develop this level of snapping, to be able to go out in a D1 game and snap like that?
It depends on the guy. I mean, some guys can just pick it up right away and they're just good at it. I know a buddy of mine now is the snapper for the local junior college. Picked it up 3 months later. He was good at it enough to play, junior college game. It took me, like I said, I took a great year. It took me that time to kind of really refine my craft and hone it in, because now it's to the point where it is muscle memory, and I'm just doing the same thing again. It's not like I'm not thinking about it, I'm just doing it, which is what you want.
What is the toughest thing to get used to, like spinning the ball kind of? Is that
the toughest thing? It's hard to say there's a toughest thing. I mean, everything's tough about it. It's not like it's easy. I mean, but it's one of those things that when you throw a good one, you throw a good one. Like you can just, I can tell you, not by looking at a ball, I can just tell you by how it feels coming out. Oh, there's a little wobble on that one. Oh, it's a little high, it's a little low, it's a little left to the right. And I can just, feel perfect one, say that was absolutely perfect.